This list started when Laura McInerney asked, "Has there ever been a transport secretary who once worked in transport?" I said that John Prescott, Secretary of State for the Environment, Transport and the Regions 19,972,001, had been a steward in the Merchant Navy. Mr. Memory added that Harry Gosling, Labour's first transport minister in 1924, had been a waterman. 1. Arthur Wellesley, Duke of Wellington, Minister of War for 3 weeks in 1834, was Field Marshal and winner of the Battle of Waterloo. Nominated by Robert Boston. Most defense secretaries served in the armed forces until 1992, when Tom King was succeeded by Malcolm Rifkind, although Liam Fox, 201,011, had been a civilian army medical officer. 2. Christopher Addison, First Minister of Health 191,921, was a medical doctoring professor, and is the only cabinet minister, after whom an anatomical term, Addison's planes, is named. Thanks to Mr. Memory. David Owen, Minister for Health 197,476, was a hospital registrar thanks to Ian Reeve. Brian Mullaney, Minister for Health 199,294, had been a lecturer at Royal Free School of Medicine thanks to no ordinary cat. Nominations for Dr. John Reed, Health Secretary 200,305, were rejected. His doctorate was a Ph.D. in the economic history of the West African slave trade. 3. John Stonehouse, Minister of Aviation for 2 months in 1967 and Minister of Posts and Telecommunications 196,970, had been in the Royal Air Force, and, after he became an MP, was a spy for the Czechoslovak government, passing them secret aircraft plans. Find double nomination from Robert Boston. 4. James Callahan, Chancellor 196,467, was an Inland Revenue Tax Inspector. Thanks to John Clark. Norman Lamont, 199,093, is one of only 2 chancellors who had an economics degree. No, PPE doesn't count. The other was Hugh Dalton, 194,547, who lectured in economics at the London School of Economics. Hugh Gaitskell, 195,051, lectured in economics at UCL, although his own degree was in PPE. 5. Roy Mason, last Minister of Power 19,689, was a minor. Thanks to Alan Holloway. 6. Gregory, 2nd Earl of Gorey, Minister for the Arts 198,385, published poetry in his 20s, and co-authored a book on painters. Mark Fisher, Minister for the Arts 199,798, was a folk singer, guitarist, screenwriter and playwright. Both suggested by no ordinary cat. 7. Ted Short, Education Secretary 196,870, Gillian Shepherd, 199,597, and Estelle Morris, 200,102, were all teachers. Nominated by Laura McInerney and David Singleton. 8. Alan Johnson, Trade and Industry Secretary 200,506, which included the Royal Mail in its responsibilities, was a postman. Suggested by Sean O'Grady. 9. Boris Johnson, Foreign Secretary, was born in the U.S. and had dual British nationality until he gave it up last year. Nominated by Jeremy Cape. 10. Tracy Crouch, currently Minister for Sport, was a football coach. Nominated by Hank Van Claveren and the Yorkist. Kate Hoey, 1966 Northern Ireland high jump champion, was also Minister of Sport 19,992,001, as David Mills pointed out. Honorable mentions for some contrary cases: Barbara Castle and Stephen Byers were transport secretaries who didn't have driving licenses. Vince Cable as business secretary and Priti Patel at International Development both headed departments they had argued should be abolished. Next week, corny house names, such as Costa de Earth, coming soon. Unexpected middle names, real or fictional, such as Donald Fauntleroy. Duck your suggestions please, and ideas for future top 10s, to me on Twitter, or by email to top10@independent.co.uk. More about TOP 10 trivia, political history, reuse content,